this work? No, it's looking promising. Okay, all good on that front. Stick you guys up here then. Sound alright? Just check if you guys can hear me. Hello? Maybe it'll work on here because I've had trouble before. Hello? Is the mic working? Yeah, that is. Okay, cool. It's just not coming through here. Awesome. Cool. That's awesome then. Right, we'll get in game and I'll explain what's going on. So I can now turn this off and just have this. Don't hear that. If I go back. Give me a sec, I'm just configuring stuff. Never thought about that. Right. It has taken me the good part of the last half hour to set this up. So I'm going to be hoping that it's working the whole time. We're going to try go for an hour. I have had some trouble with just streaming on a whole last couple of days, which is why I haven't been around. For the people wondering where I've been. Basically, what's been going on is because Xbox updated their, or Microsoft or whatever, updated their terms of policy agreement on terms of like what you can share socially in terms of streaming and stuff. I haven't been able to stream at all because the account that I used to stream on, the one that has Warframe on, the one that has Assassin's Creed on, the one that had Minecraft on, ShadowCraft especially, they're all on not technically my account, and I could have changed it before. I didn't, because I just hoped that nothing like that would happen. I knew it was going to happen because I'd heard about it before. I was just hoping stuff would work, and it didn't. So what we've had to do is set up a completely new account, relink all Twitch and everything, which is a pain in the ass because everything's on QR codes now, and my camera phone is the phone on my camera is the camera on my phone is broken. So that's awesome. But apart from that, we got stuff working. The unfortunate side of that as well, obviously, is that we will have to restart Warframe from a base, which is fine because there is some stuff I did wrong in the first run, and because we've now done it one playthrough, we should be able to get through it a lot quicker this time round. So Warframe will be staying for a bit. Minecraft. So obviously, for anyone who was here, well, since the start, basically the thing that started Twitch off, started the whole channel off, is something called ShadowCraft, which is basically kind of like a little Minecraft world that I got inspired by a dude called Luke the Notable, and then also I think Wodsy. It was around the time that lockdown had finished. They were doing like 100 days in hardcore and stuff, and I just thought, you know what, I might as well give this a try. And I actually had a world that I would start up on, decided to restart it and go again. So technically, this is the third iteration of that. And so we're going to get into creating the world, so we don't waste any more time. But the previous one, I had so much lore and so much stuff I wanted to do. I had like an ending all planned out, which obviously didn't come to pass because of how stuff has just gone in the last couple of days. I also haven't been feeling great either. Uni work's starting to pick up a bit as well, which means that streaming schedule might cramp down a bit, but yeah, the other thing is that the old world I did the stuff in, we'd had it for at least 4 years at that point. And the problem with it is that basically, it would continue to lag and bug and continue to not work. Now, I'm thinking that's mainly because of the versions. We made that world back in 1.16 and then went on from there. I just think like because obviously Minecraft's changed how updates work now as well. Like the continuous updates is getting more kind of intense. I think the game just couldn't like handle. We also had like masses of like entities in one area, and the game would frequently crash. So I'm both relieved and kind of also sadly behind. And yeah, so it's both a mix of like streaming and Minecraft not working together. Now hardcore is a bit different because I do it on mobile, and we will be doing that later today. That will still be happening. But I just wanted to get on here first, set up the world, get stuff started, because this, like the one before, is, well, not only going to be made into videos for YouTube for you guys to watch, kind of like a Hermitcrafty type thing, but I guess like a solo survival world. And we're also going to make a couple of rules today in the world I'm going to try to stick by every time we hop on here. And then the other part of that is the fact that we might be streaming it every other Monday, or on a Monday as well as hardcore if we can, or possibly even the Sundays where we don't really have something to do if we can. Like I said, if we have time, because uni work is starting to build up a bit. And so, yeah. To be fair though, my YouTube, my socials are all linked over here, and I frequently make shorts out of the hardcore stuff that we do. Very easy to do, very quick to do. So if you want something to watch, because I post in a while, then there's stuff on YouTube. There's loads and loads and loads of shorts. I uploaded like farm tutorials and TikTok and everything as well for like Minecraft and some other bits as well. There's clips from like Warframe and all of that too for any like streams you've missed in the past. But yeah, and that's the thing to say as well. All of my VODs get put over on YouTube too. So if you want something to watch in the meantime, just while I've got a bit of work to do, then YouTube's where to go, to be honest. There's always going to be problems, isn't there? Nothing's ever perfect. Anyway, what to call this world is a bit of a dilemma, because the original one was called the Advance, and the original notion I had for that world was to sit out and complete every single advancement. The problem with that is that on that account, obviously I'd already done a load of advancements, because I've made a new account. All of the advancements are unset, which means I will be, again, for the first time, completing all of the Minecraft advancements with the coming updates and all of the newest ones. On top of that, I'm going to be setting in some of the old challenges, some newer challenges, and like I said, a set of rules to myself. And in terms of the name, I want to call it Sh4d0wCRAFT. I kind of like the Advance, but I think I'm going to call it something kind of more, both metaphorical and kind of physical of what's been happening and kind of what I've had to do to get this working again. And we are going to go for something a bit like this. Now, there probably is something already called Rebirth, or I don't know, like Respawn or something like that. But yeah, I just think this fits quite well. Yeah. And then for the actual thing, I'll come up with something for like YouTube for the title and stuff. Yeah, cool. Awesome. We are not going to fiddle with any of this. This is cheating. With this world is going to be completely in survival. Like I said, we are going to go to the extremes of stuff. I've played enough now in, I guess, like free time as well, just to get like a notion for new updates too, so I know how stuff works. I also have quite a clear plan in mind for the first couple of days, and what I plan to do, like I said, is hop in here for roughly an hour, which is, so a Minecraft day is about 20 minutes, right? So it's about 3 Minecraft days. I just want to get some basic plans down, basic stuff gathered, so that when we hop on for the first episode, which will be uploaded on YouTube, and include portions of Twitch video stuff, which will most likely be in March, because, like I said, I've got a bit of uni work to do. We're coming up to like big projects now. When it eventually does come out, some stuff will have changed on the world, as you would see, because I'm going to be doing some of this off cam as well as on cam. Not all of this is going to be on the stream side, but I try to include as much as I can, because this is something that's going to become like a downtime activity as well. Like when I'm not streaming, I won't be hopping on Assassin's Creed because it's almost finished, but yeah. Speaking of which, with Assassin's Creed, pardon me. With Assassin's Creed, there is a bit of them. Obviously, I can't stream on the other account, which is annoying. Which is annoying. I can't stream on the other account, which is annoying, because it means I can't stream Assassin's Creed. And if I can't stream Assassin's Creed, I can't stream any of the boss fights. And so I'm just trying to think about how I can actually do this. The only thing I can think of is to record on a camera that is then also filming the TV, which the console is connected to, which kind of decreases the quality and the overlays won't be on it. But it's the only way I can really think to, well, you know, actually record the boss fights. We could do it for the Shadathon. That could be quite fun, but then again, we'd have to wait too long for the game to kind of pass off and stuff. So that's probably not going to happen. Most likely that will be how we do it, is recording from an outside device rather than screen recording. And we'll basically just stream the stuff for that. I guess the other thing, they're updating like they're updating how baby mobs look as well, which is pretty cool. And you know, for the seed as well, I don't want to taint it with, because I know you can go into like templates and where you spawn and stuff, like new ones as well, like the Deep Dark Swarm. But I want to have like a specific place that we spawn in, and to make the blank. I think we're going to go for something a bit comical, a bit self-referencing. And obviously it's outside of what, well, binary code would usually be. I've spelt that wrong immediately. Great. That's a great start. Cool. And then what we'll do is go. I've turned on coordinates as well. What we have got to be fearful of now is the fact that, yes, though we can die, it's fine, we can respawn. It's the fact that keep inventory isn't on this, which is what I've been doing on an SMP that I've been playing on the side. We have keep inventory on. I'm like very carefree when it comes to survival. The thing with the keep inventory is you can just kill yourself and respawn where you have all your stuff. But paired with that, I've also been playing hardcore. And what I'm hoping is the values of both of them are going to combine into one, allowing me to kind of find like a balanced state where I can keep going with this. Because yeah, I plan to keep this going for, like I said, for like the next 5 years. And true be it, this is the 5th year since, no, 4th year for Twitch, 5th year for YouTube, to be honest, for me. So, it just felt like the right time to do it as well. There was a specific date I could have waited to, but we're going to try this. Going to give it a go. Albeit, when was the last time I actually sat down and did a survival world? And that's the other thing as well I should mention. This is completely vanilla. No mods, no like Massacre, no Axion. Everything that I build is coming straight out of my brain, stuff that I draw down on paper as well. That's right, everything in this world, one of the first rules I want to enact is that everything I build is going to be a work of art. We'll get rid of the things at the bottom for the instructions probably later. We can leave them for now, just because I haven't played Minecraft on the console for quite a while, so it's probably good just to have them there. Obviously, we do play on controller on the phone, but some of the controls are slightly bit different. And yeah, you can see that already. Look, and that's the best thing about this. If we go over here, I don't think it will show up on the screen, but we do get the recipes in the top right, but also because of that, like I said, because this is a new account, what I want to try do on this world is complete every single advancement, as well as complete every single block. Now, for people that don't know, with the last one, with Sh4d0wCRAFT, basically, what we have essentially, the original, oh yeah, I've just got, you can't see it on screen, but we just got an achievement on the bottom, right? The original goal I had for the Sh4d0wCRAFT world was to collect every single block in a way of, I guess, achieving every advancement or every achievement by getting every block. And yeah, it's just kind of how that worked. But yeah, like I said, we just generically want to find ourselves a little bit of a place. I already have an idea of like a base that I want to set up on, and this is looking promising already. I was hoping for some kind of hill, and this forest is going to be, well, plentiful for woods, so that's awesome. Does look like we've got a bit of a... Is that dark oak up over that way? We'll have to go have a look. But yeah, I just basically want to get maybe like some sheep in for the first day, just a bit of food going, mini farm. You know, kind of like the basic stuff, and then, yeah, we'll be on our merry way with things, and soon the mad, crazy projects will be in motion. And yeah, like I said, pretty much everything that I build on here is going to be off a drawing that I do myself. I thought, you know what, why not just include a bit of, well, a side that I don't really show much in videos or Twitch, for a matter of fact, is my artistic skill. I more just do gamey stuff, so why not in a game where it's basically pretty much 3D art. That's all Minecraft is. It's just 3D pixels. That's all this is. So I thought, why not just kind of tie some of that in? Could be a bit fun. And of course, that does include terraforming and all of that lovely jubbly stuff. Now, oh yes, finally found what I was looking for. Yeah. Right, we are going to get some sheepies, and we're going to make a bed because I know exactly where I want to go. We might actually just explore a bit more, but what I might do is save these coordinates in my mind for now, so that when we come back for the actual video, where the first kind of episode for this series starting off is, we can always have these coordinates in mind in case we want to come back here and build here. But most likely, there probably is a better hill somewhere, which is why we should probably start traveling. But it's also why I need to make a bed, because I want to die. Oh, spruce. Oh, we might be able to get dogs. Doggies. We might have to get some doggies. Haha. Right. I have been gathering these as well, because I do want a pink bed, or a purple bed, or a magenta. I can't remember what... Do these make... I think these make pink dye, right? I just need one more sheep so I can make a bed. And then we can be on our merry way towards the ocean. Oh, yes, the other flowers I love. Oh, anything pink and like this coloured in the... Yeah, I will literally gather every... or like a little bit of it. Well, not only are they good for bone... Oh, look, another sheep. Haha, we're getting lucky today. Not only is it, well, good for, I guess, dyes and stuff, but they're also great for bone meal. Like, tutul flowers are, I think, one of the best sources for bone meal. Don't take me on that. Could be an absolute fib, but... they've done pretty well for me so far. Are we, like, how high up are we in terms of... Yeah, I need to be a lot higher for the plans I have. Yeah. To be fair, I could terraform, but I'd rather find, like, a much more natural... I can't actually download skins anymore. What are you doing? Yes. Yes, because I had to completely reset everything. See, on Xbox, you can't actually download skins like you can do on mobile and laptop, whether that be Java or Bedrock. And the problem with that is that I kind of just have to use skins already on the database, like Minecraft's free skins or like the skin packs from the shop or whatever. Luckily, from the Minecraft birthday pack, they do actually have this dragon skin, which of course is the Ender Dragon, but it rather fits well with my whole theme and my whole character. And to be honest, I might just out. Obviously, I can't edit this skin, so I'm going to have to, but anything kind of like hardcore-ish, you might see a slight different skin, which is actually a real-life kind of character or kind of OC that I've made. And I will, at some point, if I can, find a way to maybe get that skin in here, because it would be awesome. because it's got like an underlayer and an overlay, and it's all like cracked and stuff, and we could play a bit of lore into that. And I already have like lore for that character as well, so that could be fun to put in here, but for the time being, it's a bit difficult, but yeah, it's fine. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and make a boat, because I want to go do a bit of sailing. Now, I could go down, whoa, okay, that's kind of uncanny. Like, I know that this is like standard Minecraft terrain, but like the fact that this is such like a square hole makes this feel so weird. That is really cool though. Okay. Again, because I'm streaming this, I can save these coordinates. I can just go back and watch the stream, just clip this and screenshot it and write down coordinates and stuff. So if I ever need somewhere to come back and set up like a mining place, and that's the thing, I want to, with every build in this world, I want to sort of tell a bit of a story. In a matter of speaking, I want everywhere to kind of have some sort of narrative, some sort of lore to it. But I think I want everything to be unscripted. I don't want stuff to kind of have a pre-written context to it. I want it all to be kind of like made up on the spot, or possibly proposed by you guys. I think it's just such like a fun thing to do. But yeah, I'm gonna go make a boat. We're gonna go do a bit of sailing. I'm gonna make a bed as well, so if we do find any islands on the way and it turns night, we can sleep. You may also notice that I've got the days played in the top left, which is what we're going to be keeping there as well for a bit. I'm also going to need some food, so I might go kill that other sheep over there. But yeah, doing pretty well so far. I can actually turn these screen things off in a minute. I'll just, tell you what, I'll just go kill the sheep, and then we'll turn the screen things off, because they're getting a bit annoying. But that's fine. Now, I would go hop down that cave down there, but I don't want to die, and like I said, I haven't slept yet, so obviously I don't have a spawn point, which is kind of awful. I could, to be fair, go down there and just grab some iron. I did see some skelly bobs, which is fine, because I've gotten pretty good at combat in this game, so that's fine. And what I've also found as well is, it's quite weird, but like the combat skill kind of transpires across separate games. Like, the controls for combat in most games aren't too, like, far apart from it. Oh, piggy, aren't too far apart from each other. So like Assassin's Creed or Warframe and stuff, all like the bows and arrows, and well, I've got pretty good with like a bow in Assassin's Creed, so I shouldn't be too bad in this. But like the swords, the bows and arrows, the guns, and all of that in Warframe, Assassin's Creed, all of the controls for them are pretty much exactly the same as in this. So like we're not too like far off from. Yeah, it's what I mean is like the transpire skills isn't so bad, and you can kind of enact some of that in this gameplay. There does appear to be a bit of a hole over there, which is why I might try to go follow. I'm just trying to look. Is there any iron anywhere? All I see is copper right now, and that's the only thing. Anytime you go into a cave, you'll see an abundance of copper, but barely anything else. Especially stuff like at a surface level as well. Anyway, we'll just kill this other sheep. Again, I need food, and it is turning night, as you can see. But what I'm also going to do is such a great addition to the game, well, since it came out as well, is all of these leaf stuff. They are so great for composters and bone mealing, especially if you're just trying to start up like a little farm, early game. And so when we do eventually set it down, what I want to make sure I have is a bunch of this stuff, but also some oak saplings. Because even if you grow trees, they actually spawn this stuff in the ground when they drop their leaves. But yeah, it's just a great way to get some bone meal in the first place, and of course grow your first bit of wheat, which obviously dupes into a bunch more seeds, and then basically by, I don't know, 3-4 days in, you just have like a full wheat field, which is absolutely awesome, as you can probably guess. Let's kill this last sheep, and then we'll make a bed, because it is really started to turn night now. There we go, awesome. Okay, right, and then we'll just put all this up here, put some food down here, put that up there, make some wood, crafting table, more wood, and then we'll chuck this down just here like this, and we'll jump into a bed. There we go. And I won't reveal like too much about my plans, kind of going into stuff. Obviously, I think we'll do like a couple streams before we eventually go ahead and obviously actually do the first episode. But I've got like big plans for the first episode, but I don't want to reveal too much, especially with not only kind of the builds that we're going to be doing, but also I'm going to try create a balance between doing building and also doing like just general content. In a term of phrase, like, are we doing kind of big progress in terms of game and doing a lot of advancements and achievements, as well as some like awesome artistic builds too. So yeah, oh, it does actually appear that there's water down here too. If we can maybe just, I know I said we're not staying here, but I'd like to maybe try and get some iron. There we go, cool. It's got another achievement, that's awesome. Right, we're gonna go ahead and make a little stone pickaxe. Sorry, a wooden pickaxe. It's been a while since I've been this early in the game, as you can probably tell. Yeah, I am used to kind of late game stuff and just, well, being in kind of godhood, I guess, essentially. And that's the other one of the other things I had planned for the last world as well. It's essentially reaching godhood via a matter of kind of goals, I guess you could say. The way I did it is I had a goal for, I guess, omnipotence, which is obviously all-powerful, which in my mind would be having every block. Transcendence, which would essentially be having a nether portal to every single biome. That way you have a nether portal to pretty much everywhere, in a matter of speaking. And then there was omnibenevolent, which is having basically every mob, like basically like a world zoo or something like that, or like every farm. So you could basically create and destroy as much as you like without having to like have consequences for stuff. But yeah, that was basically what that was. Three or four kind of separate goals that added up to one bigger thing. That's kind of what I have envisioned for this, but also so much more. Yeah, like I said, we have got a lot more on our plate this time round in Rebirth, and I think that's good because, like I said, we're putting some of our kind of artistic potential into this world this time, so it's kind of fun to see where this goes. Some more iron. Can we get 3? Maybe 3? Please tell me there's 3 here. There's not 3 here, is there? God damn. Oh, I just need 3 iron. All I need is, I want a bucket, basically, and some shears actually as well, so that's 5, isn't it? And then maybe some for hoppers. I do see iron down there, but there does appear to be zombies. Is that lava? Right, there is quite a lot of them. To be fair, mobs in this game are quite stupid, so we should be fine. If we can just maybe... Tell you what, I'll just make a second crafting table, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as we don't get hit by the skeletons, we haven't got any armour. But our bed is up there, so if we do die, we should just respawn. And that's the benefit of having a bed. There we go. Just make crafting table. This is going to stay here till the end of time, probably. There we go. And then pickaxe. And then what we can do is obviously grab some iron. Awesome. Just check as well. These things grow in veins, so I just want to make sure there isn't any other iron laying around. Sometimes it can be quite a few blocks away. Oh, that is a hole. There is a creeper in a hole. It's probably worth me making an axe then, or a sword or something. Yeah. Don't axes do more damage? I swear axes do more damage than swords. Is that like a thing, or... Oh look, another achievement. There we go. Getting an upgrade. Awesome. I think on Java Edition, every time you do like a new world, you get the achievements anyway. On Bedrock, I think specifically console as well, you can only get those new advancements or new achievements, like that skill tree, every time you make a new account and play the game again. It doesn't matter if you delete the game and reinstall it, it kind of saves the data to your account instead of the worlds. But one awesome thing about playing this on Xbox, I should just say as well, is for people that don't know, because this used to be a thing where you had to like download skins and stuff, and you'd have to do this and people get worried, and I found out this rather luckily. If you delete Minecraft on an Xbox, whether it be a disc download or a digital download, which is what I have now, basically it means that it saves your worlds even if you delete the game and reinstall it. So you could... Yeah, you could have it be gone and then it be back and then all your worlds will still be there, which is absolutely awesome, to be honest. Go on, blow up, buddy. There we go. Oh, there's water there. Oh, are we on top of a water cave? That would make sense. That would make sense. We are on top of a water cave. Hello, Mr. Zombie. That is a skelly bob. Can I get him to shoot you? That would be awesome. Oh, for God's sake. Why is there a skeleton here? There's another one over there. I'm going to heal up real quick, and then we're going to just try to get them to step into the light. That dude is right there. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I I think for now, I'll tell you what, we'll just leave this place alone. But yeah, we'll save the coordinates specifically here, I think, because you can see pretty much everything here. But this is like such an awesome place for like a future mining project. And obviously by that point, by the time we come back here, we'll be essentially in like a demigod state. So mobs and stuff won't really matter. The plan is to basically get like full netherite and stuff. And yeah, which is going to include bastions and bits, which will be slightly annoying, but yeah, it'll be worth it. I'm playing the game a bit differently this time, round to how I would usually as well. Get it? Would usually, because of basically the progression that we're going to take and the steps we're going to do to make it. It's one that I've never really thought about before. Is entirely possible. I have tested it, but I don't know quite how long it will take because it's obviously different per each world because each world generates slightly differently. So, tiny bit scared, but also quite anticipitous? I don't know, that's not a word, is it? I'm quite anticipating of it. I'm quite excited to get it going because it's quite a strange one. It's quite a strange plan, but also it's quite an exciting one, I said. So, yeah. See how it goes and just hope it goes well. There's going to be problems along the way, there always is, just as there is with life, as we've seen already. But yeah, just keep hoping, and it should be fine. I was going to get the coal, but obviously we can make charcoal with stuff, so that's fine. Is that? I just saw a shadow over there. Maybe it was a bat. Maybe. Right, we will grab this real quick then. And actually, tell you what, I'm going to make a... No, I won't make a wee little campfire because there'd be no point. Because obviously we made a campfire, we'd have to mine it, and it would just break all the stuff. Actually, while we're here, I want to see if we can get some sugarcane, because I noticed there is a bit of sand over there. Yeah, on the way, we'll just grab a bunch more of these. I know, like, they seem like they might clutter up inventory space, but like I said, they are so good for bone meal early game. Especially since you can make a composter now out of wood as well, which is awesome. When doing a more hardcore worlds, and this is the thing, because we've been doing hardcore a bit, some of that hardcore knowledge, although it doesn't like specifically apply to the fact that we're playing survival, because obviously you can die in this and respawn, like skills from that, just like starting out early game and just keeping ourselves alive, and like finding food and stuff pretty early, is kind of transpired over in survival, which is awesome. Oh, I'm seeing some terrain that I like. That is ice, actually. Oh, I didn't expect that. I thought that was grass. Yeah, I really want like a windswept hills biome so we can have like some really tall mountains, or one of those not terracotta. Oh, hello, doggy. You can have some meat. There we go. Oh, I can't grow. Oh, you wouldn't be mine. That's a problem. Sorry. I'll see you later. I'll get some dogs later at some point. I'm probably gonna build like a dog or a cat army just to like fend off creepers and stuff. But yeah, for people who don't know, I am a bit of a farms head as well. Even like after Sh4d0wCRAFT, I guess technically officially finished, I was still building like farms for every single block, and like I said, I've made tutorials on TikTok and YouTube and elsewhere, and they're all actually shorts because they're versions of farms that are so compact and so small that they don't need a massive running long time for building. Obviously there are some others that do need that, which is why I haven't done them in shorts, but because of how the game has updated over the last couple of years, there is so many different ways you can build specific farms now because of certain updates. So like for slime and silverfish are so much easier than they used to be, because slime you usually have to find like a slime chunk, dig out a massive area down to bedrock, which would be a 16 by 16 area, which is something, yeah, just put out a calculator. It would be a 16 by 16 area, which is essentially a chunk in this game, which is like what the terrain renders in. Like chunks are the kind of, well, imagine, how do I explain this? Again, obviously people pretty much know this, but for people who don't, imagine that this is a chunk. This is a 16 by 16, obviously it is not. This is actually a 16 by 16 pixel block, right? This is a 16 by 16 pixel block. But imagine that, but as blocks. Imagine 16 blocks by 16 blocks. This world is made up of chunks like that go from this height up here, all the way, some even like start way up in there, and they go all the way down to the base of the world. even hitting bedrock. And it's it's basically all of these together, like imagine all like the grains in this sand as well. That is all like the little chunks making up the world, but it generates infinitely. And it generates infinitely and randomly, and sometimes you can get anomalies, like you'll find nether portals underwater, or I don't know, like fossils above ground, or things that should be in the ocean on land. And you'll get some pretty weird occurrences the further you go out, especially if the terrain doesn't load correctly. And specifically, this world is not going to be having too much of that, because what you used to get quite a lot is where the world would massively update in terms of biome changes. You get these really weird splits, like someone had slapped or stitched half of one biome onto another biome, and they would literally just be smacked together. So like half a tree would be shaved off and it would be connected like an icicle. But yeah, we don't get those anymore, specifically in this world, because obviously it's a newer created one. However, that's not to say there might still be some anomalies in this world, of which I will be seeing to rather happily. And something else I've just noticed over here, if you noticed that as well, yes, there was a little path over there, which means that over here, oh yes, okay, this is awesome. Got a pretty good spawn here. I'm actually happy that I stayed on this island, and it does look like there appears to be more trees and land over there, so I'm just hoping for mountains, maybe even plains. But yes, we can finally get some wheat. Now I'm just going to steal the grown stuff. I'm not going to take all the seeds. I still want to leave this village kind of working. We're actually going to leave this here as well, because we can get them pretty easily. But we are going to take pretty much all of the crop that we need, and then give some back to the farm. So what, we're going to plant back what needs to be planted, but we're only going to take what needs to be taken. Basically, here's what I'm saying here. We're only going to take what needs to be taken, as you can see just there. We can plant all this back. But all of these potatoes we're going to take and grow ourselves. There's also beets here as well, which is awesome. Now, the best thing about beets and wheat, something they have in common, is the fact that they drop seeds as well, whereas carrots and potatoes, they drop themselves. However, obviously, the bigger a farm you do have of these things, the more drops you get from one thing. Right, the farmers should be able to plant these back anyway, just because they do have seeds in their pocket, so it shouldn't really matter if I take any of these. There we go. Like I said, they get like seeds and stuff from up there. And this obviously is one of the ways you can make automatic farms for crops like this, is just by using farmer villages. Do they have carrots, or is this just all potatoes? That's all patatas, that's fine. That does actually mean we can make suspicious stew and like poisonous stuff as well, because of the poisoned potatoes. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I should kill this iron golem, because I want to keep these villages in mind. Tell you what, again, because we're streaming this, I can come back to these coordinates at some point, but I think what we'll do for now is maybe just kill this iron golem, because like I said, I want a bucket and some shears, or we'll just search for any other placing. Because actually I can make this bed pink, because I've got dye on me. Yeah, I just want to search for any chests or stuff that we can use to our advantage. And then we'll be on our merry way. I think this is all the same house, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's quite a small village compared to ones I've seen before. That's fine. There is actually a brewing stand in that chapel, which I'm going to go grab, because it means that we don't have to be so careful with blazes when we eventually hop into the nether. Oh, it's a bit of a landslide gone here, apparently. Barrel, fishman, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, this is what I mean about weird terrain stuff. I am actually going to take this though, because it's great for builders and arty people like me, because unlike the crafting table, when you grindstone stuff to make like slabs, you actually get a lot more value out of your materials than you would with a crafting table. So yeah, they're also like really good kind of, I guess, little placement or detail additions for like workshops and stuff, because they are literally a spinning saw blade. I love this fact that some blocks are just animated in a way that you can use them in building without them having like a specific purpose as well, just for like aesthetic. Like you could use it in like a horror theme as well, and like put some redstone on the floor for like a bloody murder scene. Yeah, what if we were going to do is just hop up here. Fuck. Oh, well, great. That was going to happen eventually. And I don't remember where the village was. Also, I'm going to have to go on break just for now. I'll be back in a second. What we're going to do is dig ourselves a hole. That was going to happen eventually. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to let you stare at my glorious face for a second, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, we're back. Let's try this again. That was going to happen eventually. Like I said, I'm quite carefree in these worlds, and sometimes I forget that it's 4 blocks instead of 3 you need to kill an iron golem with. Oh, for God's sake. My stuff most definitely will have despawned by now, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, just means I learned a little bit of a lesson there, and we are gonna stay away from... Are we just back? I guess we're just back where we were. Oh, for God's sake. We are literally next to the village. we are literally next to the village. Yeah, we are. Because the icicles are literally just over to our left, which means the village is just beyond that. What I'm going to do then is go camp down in the village for the night, and then we will... I'll go camp down in the village for the night, and then what we'll do in the morning is we will just grab some food, grab some crop, and we will be on our way off into the ocean. Because like I said, I want to do a bit of exploring, because though there could be places here that could be quite good for like little mining projects and stuff like that, there's probably other places that are bound to be good for the specific terrain I want to build on. I'm seeing a plains biome over there, which I didn't see before, which is quite odd. Yeah, I might have to use a bit of chunk base just to map stuff out as well, maybe, which I can now do obviously as well. Yeah, we'll just have to see. That is a skelly bob. Yeah, we might have to use a bit of chunk base, which is basically just like a... You put your like world seed in, it lays out like the world terrain for you in a bit like a chunk based map. Use it on like mobile or laptop or iPad or whatever you have on hand. If you type in chunk base, put in your seed, put in the right version of the game, it should just show you pretty much everything. So yeah, I know there's ice over there. I know there's a forest off to my left, which is where we spawned. I know for a fact there's a river biome here now as well. I think this is just a bit of a plains. That's definitely a beach biome over there. I've been to a lot of these places, so I kind of know what's going on with stuff. But yeah, we're gonna... So I'm gonna actually grab some of these pumpkins, and then we'll head over to the village, because like I said, I want to get some sleep. So 1 pumpkin will do. One pumpkin. Fucking goddamn it. 1 pumpkin's fine. I can actually see the village over there as well, which is awesome. Yeah, we'll go sleep there. We'll actually kill the iron golem in the morning, because I want the dude about night, because otherwise we might die again, which probably won't be great. That is a skeleton. Oh, we should be fine. To be fair, our stuff might be here, so just hopeful. But yeah, probably won't be, because people who don't know, it takes about 5 minutes for items to despawn in this game. And if you crash into a wall and die with elytra, it actually crushes some of your items. It's never too fun. Luckily, our stuff is actually here this time, which is awesome. We just grab all of this. We can sort our inventory after we get into a house and a bed. I'm going to have to let 1 village die, unfortunately, for that, which is annoying. I'm just going to grab my iron and all of this stuff down here. There we go. I believe that's absolutely everything. Right, let's hop in here. Tell you what, buddy, you're actually going to have a sleep buddy for the night. That's awesome, isn't it? Yeah. Just going to reorganize our inventory. So we want a bit of this down here with a bit of all that. Space for our beds. I'm actually going to make some bread real quick out this week, because we've got seeds to remake stuff. That way we have a bit of food. Okay, cool. Just enough wheat to breed some cattle, and then all we need is our crafting table, which I'm going to plonk down just here. So we're going to sleep right next to this dude. Let's go to bed. We cannot do that because there's monsters nearby. Of course there is. It's night time. I don't see any mobbies. I know they can see through glass though, so I'm just going to wait for a bit. Let's try now. There we go. All of them should burn up in the morning anyway. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to turn these little screen hints off because it is a bit annoying. There we go. Cool. That's a good point, actually. I need to link up my accounts to the people that I was on before. we go to settings. The best part of playing on a solo world as well is it completely freezes the game when you're in pause menu, so you can no longer get killed while you're searching through your settings. Right, let's go down to, I think it's video, right? We could turn vibrant visuals on. The only shaders I'm really going to be using. Yeah, if we hide, where is it? Somewhere in here. It'll be on already, so we need to just turn it off. Bobbing, so screen, in play, one selection, let's say icon. Is it that one? Screen animations? I don't know. No, it's something else. I can't remember where. Is it this? No, it's not in audio, is it? Account subscriptions. I know it's in here somewhere. I just can't remember where the thing is. Is it? It might be in controller actually. No. General. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Turn off tutorial. Turn off this. Turn off filter profanity. Enable game pause. Yep. And then, yep. So that should be all done now. Nope, it's still there. Why are they still? I swear I turned off. That is a bit troubling. Why has that not been turned? I know it's in video. It's probably is in video settings somewhere, right? Oh, it's screen animations. Is it that one? No. Why is that not? Really not what I wanted to be doing. It's kind of first bit, but I guess this is how we're setting it up. So got to do this. Video. Does anyone know how to turn them off? Like the little sort of hints and suggestions. Hello. Oh my god, I didn't see people in chat. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't have chat up. I keep forgetting to have chat up on stream. Hello, Dalek. Hello, Dalek. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, then welcome in, obviously. Yes, Minecrafting, resetting a world. It's going great. Not really. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. Haha. I think that was you anyway. Yes, it was. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully the little thing popped up on the screen. Hello. Hi. Yeah, I'm fine. It's disappeared. Yeah. Yeah. I had the lasagna. Yes. Yeah. He did some history homework and I was talking to a friend on his phone. I think they're playing a game. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Nothing, I'm doing something. Yeah. Okay. I might do is just fucking reset the stream at this point. The amount of fucking internal distractions that are happening right now is not great. This was meant to be a restart, a rebirth, and it's going great so far. It's fucking awesome. Ah, for God's sake. Right. No, turn this off. Reinforce. I've just realised why I can't do it. It's because it's not in world settings, it's in everything settings. I remember it being in settings, it's just not in here. Which means I have to go back out, back onto the world. Okay. You know, actually, so we're just going to delete this. We're going to restart because, again, we've just had too many distractions. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Fucking... God damn it. Right. We're going to go to settings. We're going to turn off stuff. We're going to create a new world. We're going to call it Rebirth. And we're just going to go. And we're going to get on with stuff rather than dilly-dallying around. Because, like I said, I need to get stuff done. Because now I've wasted the good parts of, well, the time we were meant to be using to actually get progression. And now I've pretty much done fucking nothing. So that's great. But also, thanks for your follow. Lovely to have you here. Ah, fuck's sake. Right, I just need to turn off. Right, it should be in video, I do believe. It should say hide screen hints somewhere. What? There should be, but there should be, what the, there's a thing that's supposed to say hide hints. Where is it? Am I being stupid? Or have they just, have they moved the, why would you move the thing to some, it's pissing me off, man. It's not in general, so what the fuck is it? Can't believe I'm about to fucking look this up. It's pissing me off. Right. No, I want to stay in the fucking browser. Stop asking me to download a fucking something. Yeah, video controls, but I've been into video controls and it's not fucking there. Oh, God's sake. General, nothing here about turning off hints. There used to be a button that said turn off hints, but now it isn't here, which is awesome. Oh. I do need to turn this on actually though, to be fair. I should just turn this before stream, but then I'd run out of time, we wouldn't be able to play. pirate? Have they got pirate language on here, or is that just a gesture? Okay. There's nothing in here. Like, have they just completely removed it? Because that's a really big piss take. What the fuck? Does anyone know how to turn off hints? The fact that I'm having to fucking look this up is, well, pisses me off as well. I should know how to. I swear there used to be a button in either video or just general that will allow. It literally said, turn off screen hints. And now it's just not there at all. Like, why would you move it? Hide controller hints. Yeah, it should be in controller. Oh. In fairness, it didn't used to be called that. It used to be called screen hints, not controller hints. So, I have that. Right, let's just try. Let's take a deep breath and just do this again. Just try to get some sheep in, get some stuff in. We're gonna go till what? We'll go till about. We'll go to about 2 o'clock. Get the stuff done, and then we're gonna hop on hardcore, do a hardcore stream, and then gonna hop off and do some uni work, and then yeah, cool. Let's try this again. Right, create a new world. We're going to create a new world. We're going to call it Rebirth. Nope, that... It's been an hour already. Great. Stop looking in the past. Keep looking forward. It's fine. We're all good. It's fine. I don't need to change too much. We can keep this all good. So I'm going to close my eyes, randomize a bunch of numbers and letters and stuff. There we go. Cool. We just randomized a bunch of stuff, so it's completely random. We're going to make sure that the recipe unlocking is on. The days played is going to be off, actually, because we're not doing hardcore. We can turn this on at some point, but it's fine. I just need to turn fire tick off, actually, as well. Fire, blue. Fire spreads is off, and then all of this is off as well. Cool. And create. Cool. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's get in. Let's lock in, and let's just get on with stuff. We're gonna do 3 more days, which is not gonna be an hour because obviously, well no, we're just gonna go till 2 o'clock. Not gonna worry about the days too much. We're gonna go 2 o'clock. And then we're going to log off, and then the next time you see me, hopefully we'll locked in a bit, and I will be able to do this. Again, I haven't really started off in a world in a while, so this is a bit weird to me, especially being on here. And obviously, I've set this up so perfectly, and I've been planning it the whole time, and usually when I do that, stuff does go wrong, because you kind of overlook other things, and like I have already, I've overlooked certain things, but it does look like, oh! Yes! This is exactly what I wanted. No way we just got like the perfect spawn. No freaking way. I found Crack Mountain! It does look a lot like Crack Mountain, to be fair. Ooh, it's an interesting train over here as well. Oh, is this one of the... This is one of those, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so we just got an elite spawn, and I'm not going to waste it. Okay, cool. And there's a cave down there. Oh my god. This is literally... I drew a hill like this the other day with something on it and some other stuff. So this is... It's amazing that we've managed to get like the exact kind of stuff I envisioned. And we've got plains out here, we've got cows, we've got everything we could... Okay, this is actually kind of perfect. And we are going to literally build right here, because I wanted to use this stuff as well, so... Yeah. Okay, this is absolutely awesome. Right, before we get too ahead of ourselves, I think what we're going to do, is break a tree, make a bed, and then just get going with usual stuff. But yeah, this is where we're probably going to start building things as well. This is looking absolutely awesome. You know what, because it's worth it, but just because we've just hit such a lovely place, I'm going to turn on shaders. Just because... Let's kill some sheepies as well. Actually, I need to herd you lot into... There's pumpkins here, and sugarcane, and literally everything we need for a start off, which is absolutely awesome. We've literally got one of the best spawns I could have ever hoped for, specifically for the projects I've got in mind as well, which is amazing. It's like it looked into my soul and was like, you know what, you need this world, you've struggled enough, and now this is the world you're going to get. Probably not. It's probably just coincidence or pure luck, but yeah. Maybe randomizing seeds is better than typing in a specific word. I don't know. There we go. Right. Actually, I need to kill one more of you sheepies because I need pure white wool for a bed. Otherwise, I can't make a bed. Sorry. There we go. Sorry, sheepy. I'll make some farms later. To be fair, you'll be in a cage, so it probably won't be much better, but yeah. Cool. Good old Minecraft. Hehe. Yeah, starting out. Once again, this should be fun. Stuff's probably going to go wrong off the get-go, but it's kind of how this thing goes. So, not really too bothered. There's some cows over here as well. These mobs will respawn at some point as well. This is a plains biome after all, so yeah. And I can already see how farm's going to lay out. We're going to have all of this is going to be covered in wheat. I think maybe like we can sanction it off, and I think there's a river over there between these two. Yeah, there is. So all of this over here can be wheat. All of that over there can be melons and pumpkins. We can have beets and potatoes per like different river section. And again, I've got plans for this mountain over here where I want to build something specifically. And this, I'm already seeing something like the shape of the terrain here. I don't want to change too much. So yeah, we're actually going to leave these pumpkins here for now because what I need to do is make some wheat. And luckily, just like in the oak forests, what you actually get specifically with these trees as well, which is why I wanted to find one of these cherry blossom biomes, is basically they also drop sort of leaves, or well, I guess they're petals in these sort of biomes. You get these you get these like leaves drops on the ground, which are basically these flat textured things, and you can bone meal them like to quite a good extent, and it makes a really good way of getting wheat really early on, especially if you can't find a village. Which I'm not going to do, which I'm not going to bother doing this time. I think we'll save a village after we've, till after we've got like the first kind of goal done on this world, but yeah. To be fair, we could build a trading hall pretty early, like it's not that, well. The thing is, you can build a trading hall early and just have it be really difficult because you've got no like rails or anything, it'd just be really kind of a brain or a mind fuck. But Or you can do it kind of later game where you have rails or you found like a mine shaft or something, and then that just makes everything a whole lot easier. But yeah. Cool. Right, I want to get maybe at least half a stack of seeds so that we can just have about enough wheat to the point where we can just make a small sheep farm, because I'm going to need a lot of wool. And on top of that, probably quite a bit of iron as well, because I'm going to need some shears and some other bits too. Where do we go? Cool. Do I want to go... I'll leave that till next time. We'll go check that out next time. I think we want to focus on this for now, because this might also be like a hollow-centered one, which should be absolutely awesome as well, but I don't actually know, because I haven't travelled over there yet. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, and what I love about this as well is this kind of uncanny... The drawing that I've drawn basically for the base I have envisioned, it includes a hole like this, so it's kind of maybe a tiny bit creepy or unnerving that one just happened to spawn in front of a mountain. However, they usually do in biomes like this anyway, so it's just lucky to have one there, I guess. It does remind me a lot of Crack Mountain. I mean, there's a massive crack up the middle, and yeah. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about and thinks I've gone absolutely mad, Crack Mountain is a bit of a Hermitcraft reference, which is an SMP that runs based on Minecraft and YouTube and stuff. Yeah, they had something called Crack Mountain, which was basically a cherry blossom biome on top of a mountain like this. It had a massive crack running through it. It was also called Magic Mountain for a bit, but yeah, Crack Mountain kind of stuck in my mind. But, yeah. Anyway, back to it. That's the thing, I don't want to compare this world too much to other things. I just want it to be its like own sort of like artistic vision. I don't want this to be like compared to other bits. I just want it to kind of have its own sort of space and area. Yeah, I can already see like something forming over here with like how that's curved over. Sorry, I went quiet for a bit because I just got absolutely gobsmacked. This might be even better than this, to be fair. For like, this could be, I don't know. Oh, this is the problem. Like when you see like one bit of terrain, you see like another bit that's just infinitely more massive. Your mind just goes, wait a minute, that could be even better than this. And then you start like mind-boggling, and you can't choose between which one you're gonna use and stuff. But yeah, tell you what. Well, I know where this is because this is at spawn, so we can just head back over here, and it's from the river over there. I think because I've said I've used this now, we are going to use this area, and I've got this whole world to myself, to be fair. So we haven't really got to go anywhere, but that over there, just on a standstill, I don't know now. We've got like such a good terrain for like what I've planned as well, which is awesome. I think we're going to leave this, but that hole over there is perfectly shaped for another little thing I have in mind. Yeah, this thing is going to look absolutely awesome. I can just imagine like ships flowing down through here, some sort of dock, maybe it's a story, but like a sunken wreck, maybe a beacon in the middle there. I can have like a train coming out of this mountain, maybe like curving round, train tracks coming out of that, going into that hole like a tunnel. Like the cracks down here could be from some like giant sword that's pierced through the mountain, like a sword in its own situation. And you see my mind's already like flying off in these massive different wild ideas, which will probably be made into actual fruition at some point. And that's the best part about like enacting some of the artistic stuff into this now, finally, is the fact that I can just, again, draw all of this stuff out. And because I'm streaming it, I can go back to it instead of cutting it out like a video. I can go back to it because I've said it on stream and take all those ideas, draw them into concepts, and then basically build off of that. And again, I'm not using Axiom or like Matica or anything like that. I'm literally just building off the drawings I'm doing. So, yeah. Oh, this is going to be awesome. And it's essentially, I guess, in a way, kind of using some of the stuff we've like progressively attained at uni as well, like building mood boards and building drawings and stuff, and then building concepts, which is something we're doing recently, and then making bigger illustrations on the top of that. But yeah, this spawn is looking like magnificent, and I honestly can't wait to get stuff going. This is absolutely awesome. Yeah, we're going to try head up to the top of this mountain real quick, just because I want to check if there's anything atop it, like an obstruction or anything. But yeah, this thing is looking friggin' awesome, and I'm loving it to bits so far. Now, from what I can see, there doesn't... Okay, it is one of these. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine, because this is perfect for what I've planned as well. This is actually... absolutely fine. Yeah. Like I said, you do quite often get mountains like this with divots in the middle. Sometimes they're much more extreme, and sometimes the hole is much larger and you have like a whole valley in it. But, I mean, again, for the thing I have in mind, this is absolutely fine. Because what I'm going to do is probably like cover this all up here, like terrain it a bit, build something on top, and then have something going out, applying to like story and lore. And then down here, what will be underneath is like the actual true base of stuff. And so what I'm going to do down here is set up a little sheep farm, because this is where we're going to start off. I also need to grab a bed. So we are going to go ahead and make some planks, and then we're going to go ahead and make a crafting table. And then with that crafting table, we are going to go ahead. Obviously, we've unlocked some of the achievements already, so we won't get them on this, but that's absolutely fine. I'll technically count them as this world, because the world names are the same. But yeah, we just pop that down there. We can hop into bed, sleep through the night, and then yeah, what we'll do is we'll set up a sheep farm, end it at 2. And I'll be seeing you all soon for hardcore, which will probably be taking like an hour after. Yeah, so if we just hop down... Okay, so there is actually like a flat center to this, which is fine. Awesome. Yeah, this looks like quite a little quaint place that we can set up a little shop in. So, set up shop. Set up shop is a term of phrase. Did anyone else see that? I swear there was just a cat shaped like a creeper. But like as it died, that was really weird. I just saw that color of my... Was that just me? I don't know. That was strange. Okay, well I didn't expect that. Oh, we found some coal for us. Haha, thank you, Mr. Creeper. You thought you were sealing our demise, but truly you were helping us in ways you could not fathom. Ah, good. Okay, cool. So now we've got coal, which means we can actually set up a little furnace. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of this tree just here. So we can just... And actually, that means we don't have to dig through dirt to get stone now as well, which is awesome. Yeah, if we pop this down here, what we're going to do is basically just set up a little little commune where we can get some sheep in, because like I said, my plan involves sheep quite a bit. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, most of her, obviously I haven't streamed in a bit, so just talking and stuff is a bit odd right now, and just keeping up a conversation. What to talk about is a bit weird, but yeah. That's the thing. I want to keep like... I don't want to push myself to the point of like I don't want to do this anymore, but I want to at least have energy in streams, like specifically this world as well, which is probably going to give me energy because of the projects that we're going to be doing. But in terms of stream time as well, the projects that we're doing will be like massively tuned, but like when that goes into video, a lot of cuts will be placed in because it's how editing works and stuff. But yeah, cool. What I might even start doing specifically for these VODs as well is start editing the VODs down, but also upload a full version as well. Again, it really depends on what time I have to do stuff, but we'll have to see. Yeah, today's just the basics, sorting stuff out, configuring stuff, and I guess just getting started. That should be enough. Yeah, cool. Right, stone pickaxe, yes please. We also need to make a hoe so I can do some farming, which I'm actually going to start on the upper layer. That way we can have our sheep in this bit down here. Yeah, cool. Again, all of these are going to be repurposed into bone meal, which is the reason I wanted one of these biomes. Also specifically because of how this terrain usually forms, as we've seen already, which is absolutely awesome, because it's literally the terrain I drew yesterday without even of hopping on here and testing seeds and stuff. Of literally, to be fair, yeah, so since downloading this digital version of Minecraft, this is the first time I've actually played it. I haven't been on here at all, so it's amazing to see that I guess the world spawn is already kind of there with us, saying, yeah, go ahead, do this. And I guess it is like still kind of weird, the fact that it did like link up specifically to the drawing I did yesterday, which is kind of uncanny, but also kind of awesome, but also kind of spooky and scary. Maybe there is something like tied to this world. And then again, this could add to the lore. Maybe there's some sort of like soul spirit or something amongst these trees and this wood. Maybe that's why they're pink and stuff. Ooh, I don't know, but yeah. I'll come into fruition a bit later. I do like the word fruition, you might hear it a lot. Yeah, we're just going to have some of this space here. This will obviously be filled up back in again, because, like I said, these obviously, these spawn naturally, these sort of like petal clumps, because of, they're basically, these little particles that fall off the trees, they basically form on the ground eventually, and that's what they turn into, these. Yeah, so we basically have an infinite petal farm just on the side now, which is awesome, which means we can make bone meal. Which is exactly what I'm going to do right now, because I want to go ahead. Actually, I need to clear up the floor of this area so we can chuck in our fences. But, yeah. We literally have infinite bone meal now because of basically these. Which is absolutely awesome. And again, we get some more seeds from this too, just while we clear out this area here. And then I'd just like to get maybe like 1 or 2 sheep in, and then we can just start breeding them constantly. Obviously the difference with this and an SMP is that if I hop off, they won't continue to, the plants won't like continuously grow, because obviously there's not people on here. It will just pause until we come back on, which is absolutely fine, because we're doing a lot of work in the area. So that's all good. Right, we're going to turn all of this into planks, and then what we're going to do is go ahead and make some slabs. And then, of course, we're going to make ourselves a composter. There we go. Cool. I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for this as well. Just going to stand over this for a second. I'm also probably going to plant some oak trees too. Yeah, we just do this. There we go. Just do this a couple of times. We'll waste this stack for a minute. But yeah, what we're eventually going to do is get a hopper so we can just feed this into here. And this will just be a temp solution for this. And then what will eventually happen, like I say, because we're going to fill up the top, is probably down here we'll have like an automated bone meal farm of sorts. Like that we, or semi-also, like we can feed this plant stuff into like a chest, which will go into a hopper, which will go into another chest. After like passing through one of these composters, and we'll basically have an auto bone meal farm pretty much, with which we can then, I think, hopefully turn into bone blocks, which would be awesome, because I'm going to use quite a lot of white for building. Also going to make some like custom trees and stuff. Again, I don't want to spoil too much. I haven't actually said specifically the building that I'm building, or the structure that I'm building. It could be a building, it might not be, you don't know. But yeah, we'll have to see. There we go, 1 more, that's fine. Yes, yeah, so we out of a stack, we've got about 20 bone meal already, which is awesome. And that's just from these things as well. Like I said, these bone meal incredibly well. So yeah, awesome. We're actually going to do this, is we're going to put fences up against these so that, well, we can drag the sheep in, but they then can't get back out. That's how this is going to work. Actually, before we do that, I just want to hop down here and grab some of this coal so we can make a campfire, so we can smoke and cook our meats once we got some sheepies going. And hopefully we'll get some iron soon as well, because what I'm going to do is hop down into that little crack that was out the front of the mountain. And we can make a bucket, get some water up here, get the crops growing a bit faster, and then hopefully also we can obviously, like I said, get some shears to shear the sheep. That way we won't have to kill them constantly. But yeah, if we just stack this up and then basically just clear this off for now, because all the coal's been mined. I'm actually also just going to turn on, well, what I call ray tracing, but obviously it's not. It's just the vibrant visuals that Bedrock has. Just give me a sec here. Go into settings. I've just realised the mic is disconnected for the last, I don't know how long. But it is now 2 o'clock. I know I said we'd finish off. I probably just want to grab the rest of this iron and head back. But yeah, as you can probably see, a little recap then. We've done, well, a little setup. Oh, there is a beehive up there as well. Well, I'm definitely saving these coordinates in my mind as well. That is very well hidden, actually. I've never seen one spawn like that. They usually hang in off trees, to be fair. I've never seen one attached to a cherry blossom before, so that is quite cool. Yeah, we found ourselves a little cave here just under here. Obviously you saw we had some water as well, which means we are definitely going to spot this iron, get a water spot going, getting some shears, and then the next time you see me, we probably should have some sheep in our little sort of pen that we have back there. Some more on out just here as well. Let's grab all this real quick to make sure we have enough. Probably not going to go for armor just yet. But yeah, like I said, we're going to make some very basic tools out of this iron. Maybe even an diamond pickaxe because I want to get some diamonds pretty early game too, just so we can get on towards the nether and stuff like that. Because there is going to be certain blocks I'm going to need for, well, the specific builds, like I said, that I'm going to be building. And as we're going more artistic this time around, in terms of, well, building and everything, to be honest, we're going to need some quite specific block palettes for certain things. Hello, Mr. Cave. Ooh, dripstone. Oh, that's emeralds as well. Oh, yes. Okay. Liking the look of this. We've got some dripstone already. Lovely. Make ourselves a nice little water farm. I don't have any wood in me, so I should probably go. But yeah, nice to know there's emeralds there, which means that we can mine that with an iron pickaxe once we make one. Probably do need to get back to my bed actually because it is raining and it's nighttime too. Or, like I said, we can leave it here because, like I said, because this is a single player world, we can literally just leave the game, it will pause, and I can log back on whenever. And my bed's only out there, so if I do die, my stuff won't despawn when I log back on. I might even come back on tonight, probably won't do a stream, but yeah. This was basically just, I guess, setting in basics, getting stuff set up, and yeah. And I can't wait to get this out on YouTube, it's going to be awesome because, like I said, we are going to be doing big projects. In terms of how stuff's going to go, in terms of like videos and bits, I'm thinking we'll do like at least like one a month, because for the stuff that I have in mind, a lot of time and effort alongside all the uni stuff that I've got going on, as well as oh, we got an achievement for that. But yeah, Monster Hunter, as well as like any other stuff that got going on, along with editing the videos and clips and like the massive sort of size of the projects I'm doing on here. Most likely it'll be one a month. Streams obviously will hopefully be Mondays and Sundays. Oh shit, I just looked at an Enderman. Oh, that was probably not the best idea. Did he just fall down a hole? Oh, the worst bit is my pork's probably done, but I can't get to it because obviously I'm stuck here. Kill this guy real quick. Oh, I'm just get some ender pearls actually. Come on then. Come on. Come on, you little bugger. Kill you and get some ender pearls. Pretty sure we can die of hunger in this as well because we're in normal. So, yeah. Oh, an ender pearl! Yay! Cool, cool. I will be saving that because now we can make Eyes of Ender. Obviously, once we get Blaze Powder as well. We can obviously just go ahead and trade with piglins as well instead of killing Endermen, which is probably the best way to get. That's how speedrunners do it, right? Yeah, we'll just grab this coal, hop into bed, sleep the night over, and then hopefully, by the next time you see me, we'll have some sheep in. But yeah, cool. Just grab the rest of this coal real quick. So I need some torches, and obviously some furnace smelteries, so we have to make charcoal, which means burning, obviously, the forest down, which probably isn't the best thing. But yeah, after we've done this, we're actually going to hop onto hardcore, which is where we left off last time. You'll actually notice we were in the nether. I made some huge steps last time, so it's the first time I've talked on hardcore in a while. Don't know if it was because of that, but yeah. Oh. I see. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to grab some food. I'm going to chomp on this for a second. We're going to see if we can make that split back to our bed. We probably won't, but we got this. Come on, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. We got this, let's go. Run, 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 run. Oh, run away from the creeper. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh no. Well, at least our iron's okay. I'm gonna go to bed real quick so we can just grab our stuff and then we'll log off there. I think it was just over this way, right? Oh, there's another Enderman there. That's the only thing, I guess, with a bit of forest as well, is that mobbos can spawn. At least we didn't lose all of our iron, which is nice. And we woke up next to a cooked pork chop, which is cool. Oh, we got 19 iron out of that. That's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, there's literally water just here, which is awesome, which means that we don't actually have to go all the way down into the valley just to get more of it, which is nice. I thought that was an enderman for a second. It is a tree. It doesn't help that I guess there is like petal sort of particles floating around them too. Yeah, it's a nice little quaint area we can start off in, and then obviously build out of on me eventually need to go do stuff. Like an enderman friend. Come near me, I will kill you. I've got proof of that now. Haha. We'll just chuck these in here, and then there we go, like that, and then go, yep. Cool. And then I will just chuck this in here. It might actually be worth making a blast furnace early game, just so we can like smelt stuff a bit quicker. I don't know though, we'll have to see. But yeah, I think for now we are going to leave it there. Like I said, next time we'll have some sheep in this little pen just here. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Have a wonderful evening, morning, night, day, afternoon, wherever in the world. I know the stream hasn't gone to the best of what it could have been, of what I had planned, but that's absolutely fine. There's always a next time. There's always more to conquer and more to do. Because like I said, we're going to hop on to hardcore in a minute. And we left off in the nether, so this should get interesting. First time I've ever been to nether in hardcore, so yeah. But yeah, I'll see you all in a bit, probably about 5-10 minutes. Just need to go grab some water or something. Yeah, cool. Wicked. See you in a bit. Thanks for watching once again. My socials are links up here, as always. And so is my YouTube as well, which is, like I said, where all the VODs for both this and Warframe, well, Warframe Reset, which we'll be doing on the Wednesday. Because, again, we have to reset Warframe because we've had to make a new account. And Assassin's Creed, obviously, outside of the screen will be going up. And then a new game as well, because as soon as we finish Assassin's Creed, there is a slot for a new game. There's potential for a new game to be played. And I don't know what that's going to be yet. Are you trying to get me to look at you? Is he? I swear he's like trying to get me to... These Endermen are relentless, aren't they? Anyway, yeah, I'll pack up there. See you soon. And goodbye. Right, I just need to just get a little... What I need to start doing as well is finding... I didn't end stream, did I? Let's just do that real quick. Then you have to... You can press a button, but it's not. Bye!